Limp Bizkit was one of the biggest bands in the world during the late 90s and early 2000s. Their style was a hard rock and rap music hybrid that fell into the nu metal category, and they were leaders of that sound along with other popular bands like Linkin Park, POD, and Papa Roach. Why do people hate them? I think that a lot of the hate for Limp Bizkit stems from hate for nu metal in general. There was backlash against the genre from different sources. Metal purists hated how the music that they loved was being combined with other sounds that didn't fit with their philosophies about what the genre should be. At the same time, as the band moved into the mainstream, pop music fans were suddenly being exposed to aggressive and unapologetic music that had never received this level of attention before. They were huge. They were on award show stages with artists like Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears. Now, no genre is for everyone, so when something as overtly in your face as Limp Bizkit style was presented over and over again to millions of people who would never care for it, it was bound to stir up some anger. A lot of the hate also comes from the perception of the band's lead singer, Fred Durst. As frontman for arguably the biggest nu metal band in the world, he became the face of the genre. Keeping in line with the music he made, decorum and political correctness were not Fred's strengths. He found himself involved in multiple controversies and feuds over the years. With all of that being said, here are 3 reasons to reconsider your hate. Number 1, they represented what a lot of young people were feeling. Limp Bizkit was my favorite band for years. I completely understand why so many people hated them, but their rise was perfectly timed to speak to me as a teenager. I had aggression in me that I didn't have much of an outlet or a voice for. Limp Bizkit provided that for me, and for millions of others. Break stuff might have sounded silly to people who were used to more mature messages in their music, but it felt good to hear what I was feeling in a song. It was nice to get a break from the love and party narratives that I was hearing all the time in popular music and get something that felt more real. Number 2, they opened eyes to new genres. Limp Bizkit exposed many of their listeners to styles of music that they likely wouldn't have paid attention to otherwise. When I first heard Limp Bizkit, I wasn't into rap music much and I didn't listen to any metal at all. I was listening to Top 40 radio. Limp Bizkit was kind of a gateway drug for me and led to me becoming a fan of more traditional styles of heavy music. I went on to get into bands like Metallica and Iron Maiden, and Limp Bizkit is part of the reason for that. They opened my eyes to a lot of rap music too, through collabs with Method Man, Redman, Exhibit, and DMX. Number 3, BORLAND showed everyone it's okay to be different. After Fred Durst, the band member with the highest profile is BORLAND. He's known for his elaborate face paint, body paint, costumes, and contact lenses. He just has a knack for looking like a complete weirdo, and that's what made him extremely compelling. He's a true entertainer, from his look to the way that he acts on stage. He's one of the first guitarists that I idolized, and I doubt that I'm alone there. One of the reasons why I play guitar today is because of the influence that he had on me back then. The creativity of his style and the weird atmospheres that he'd create both on stage and in the music were a big part of what made Limp Bizkit special to me. Seeing someone in such a high-profile position seem so unafraid of standing out from everyone else is still inspiring today. Do you hate Limp Bizkit, love them, or fall somewhere in between? I'd love to hear why. Do you agree or disagree with something I said? I'd love to hear about that too. Thanks for watching. And keep rolling, 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 rolling.